Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live from the outskirts of the internet. This is Sunday Night Riffs for January 25th, 2015, with your host, Peacemaker2448.
Rapid Epsilon.
Tommy Gun 2442.
That forgets an and.
It's just like, for some reason with me, the reason I kind of stumbled there was because the sound for Jeremy kind of glitched for me.
Well, it's only because your ping is sky high again on the TeamSpeak server, so that means you forgot to close the program that lags you repetitively.
What the frick? I did close it! Oh my god! It launched again! Okay. I closed it again. It should fix itself.
I love how all it takes to lag lock is one program.
Yep.
Literally one program. Alright.
Oh, that's why I'm getting some video like, okay. Skype and Hamachi combination, that thing always will do it.
So we got the Rumble tonight.
Yes.
Let's see. Let's see. What? That sucks.
Google muted you.
I'm not surprised. I pressed the button on my keyboard.
And I forgot to turn off the cam.
Why does Google hate you specifically?
I don't know. I wish I could, do something about that. But I don't think I can.
I don't think there's a setting for it. No.
But we got the Royal Rumble match. We got Lesnar versus Cena versus Rollins for the title, which I'm sure we can all figure out how that one's going to end. I'm going to assume Rollins ends up with the belt, either by actually winning the match or cashing in. Got Usos versus Miz and Mizdow for the tag team titles. Paige and Natalya versus the Bellas, and New Age Outlaws versus the Ascension in another tag match.
My guess is what's going to happen with the Mizdow thing is Miz and Mizdow are going to win, and they're going to have kind of like a Kane and Daniel Bryan moment where they start fighting each other.
Oh no, they're not going to do that after that match. They're going to do it in the Rumble.
You think they're going to do it in the Rumble?
Yes. And then somehow, one or the other's going to eliminate. One's going to eliminate the other, and that will lead to a WrestleMania match.
Yep.
Because all WrestleMania storylines literally start here.
True.
And it looks like we get the... Although I do like what someone said on Twitter about them. The old age Outlaws versus the Ascension.
And Glock gets a message from Chatango.
So I want to say the two of them are in their 50s now. Let me load. Oh no! Road Dogs is in his 40s. He's 45. And James is actually in his 50s at 51. So between the two of them, they're almost 100 years old. Let's say I feel bad for the Ascension. Really hot in NXT, come to the WWE, well, come to the main roster, frickin' just stomped as soon as they get to a decent storyline. True.
I still agree with you. That
What?
should be called the Old Age Outlaws.
Oh, poor Ascension. This is their reward for being promoted. That's why I found it funny on Twitter. Someone said that everyone's dream in NXT is to not get promoted. So I want to say like everyone from NXT who's been promoted so far has not done that well.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah. I think the best one is Reigns, maybe? But I don't know. Because Adam Rose is from NXT, and well, we see where he is now.
Hmm.
And folks, we are watching this through official means, thanks to the WWE Network.
Yes. Yeah, we did not find the bootleg stream anywhere.
Although if you look hard enough, you probably will find one.
Oh, I bet there are some out there. Because, I mean, hell, right now I've got the XSplit up and the stream. In all seriousness, I could be, but I'm not.
No. Although I think most people who do that are from the UK because they stream through Sky Sport. Or they stream the Sky Sport stream. Like, I don't... Might have been a couple. I'm trying to remember when I used to go dig for pay-per-view streams.
Surely you didn't go dig for pay-per-view streams.
Oh no, that is the worst crime in the world.
Well, I mean, that would have been when you were taking the $60 a month from WWE.
Yeah.
So wait, what are we doing?
We are watching Royal Rumble.
When? When does it start?
It's been started.
How do I get to it?
Oh my god, the
WWE
same way
Network.
we did last time.
Yeah, the WWE Network.
I don't remember everything from last time.
We'll go to WWE Network. You should still have the account information I gave you. Should.
He probably don't. So as Glock is trying to get this started up, who are you kind of looking forward to come out of this one?
Oh, the tag match?
Yeah.
I'll probably be the New Age Outlaws. Like, we have 4 matches outside the Rumble. The Rumble takes its sweet time. So this will probably be done within the next, like, 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, and it will probably be the New Age Outlaws who win. If the Ascension wins, I'll be shocked. Because that will mean this is going to become a storyline that will lead to a WrestleMania match.
I do not have the account info.
Can you grab it easily, Tommy, or do I need to grab it?
Wait. No, I don't have the password.
Hackers.
I can find the password. That's not an issue.
Okay.
Didn't it involve a certain character?
It'll just take a second. Glock, we're online. No suggestions on passwords, please.
Yes.
Okay.
Hanging up, don't I? Do you have the email saved in there by any chance, or am I going to have to send you both?
No, I got the email.
Okay. And now Glock can watch officially through the WWE network as well.
Just realized how simple, though, that actually is.
Yeah. Well, it's meant to be an account to be shared, so.
Right. But still, that seems far too simple. Just going to point that one out.
Who is going to want a WWE network account?
Seriously?
It's like, don't think you can get any payment info out of it.
I don't think you can. Not
No.
from the user end of it.
Mm.
I'd say if you hacked into it, you could. Not giving anyone ideas, we've got enough services hacked into. God.
That's an every 2 to 3 weeks kind of deal right there.
Especially if you're Microsoft or Sony.
Yeah.
Had to say it.
Yeah, Sony's been dealing with that since freaking Christmas.
I don't know if you got the email or not, but apparently there's a class action lawsuit on Sony right now.
Isn't that from like way back in the day, from the whole big like all the passwords got leaked?
Yeah.
I was thinking that because I'm like, I assume this is from back then, and I think
Nothing's came up missing on mine, so I just
If
there's something that caused a problem, then yes, I might go about it, but
none for me. Although I think like you get like something in your wallet, like $3 from the lawsuit. If you like agree to something on that, I'm like, I don't care. I don't.
Like I said, if it caused me any problems, then yeah, I might.
Yeah.
But it didn't. It would be like if there was a class action lawsuit on Blizzard.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how pointless that would be?
Yeah.
Yes, take accounts to stuff that I don't play anymore.
Yeah.
Go for it. Have fun.
Yeah, I believe my WoW account got hacked.
Oh, my first WoW account got hacked.
Mm.
I had to make a second one when I thought I would try it again.
And the Ascension one, so I guess this is leading to a storyline at some point.
You're actually ahead of me.
Oh, it's on replay right now.
Same here. Yeah.
Because I just now won on mine.
Oh, we were in the middle of a conversation when they won for me, so.
Oh. So does this mean that they're wanting to drag this one on to WrestleMania?
Ascension versus old tag teams, that's a possibility.
Because that's exactly what it's starting to sound like anyhow.
Yeah. Oh god, I just now noticed that.
What?
Nobody's mouth moves when they grunt. Even though it sounds like their mouth should move.
Huh.
Although I shouldn't be surprised. It's a mobile game. Or it's not got the best graphics in the world.
I've not actually played it yet either.
Oh. As I said before, it's stupidly easy.
I've got a question.
What?
Is there cross-device gameplay?
If there is, I have no idea.
Because I just happened to think about that. It's on both iOS and Android.
I will say, when they say that, they actually do kind of mean it. I've read up on the Vince McMahon one. I believe there really wasn't anything Austin was limited to talk about, or to not talk about. So we all want to pick our numbers for the Royal Rumble? Because there's nothing to talk about at the moment because they're just like setting up a match.
I don't know. I guess.
It's the reason I say number instead of person. Because there's only 3 people who are in contention to win the Rumble right now. I guess I have to go first because everyone's thinking of a number.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait until you two pick.
I'm gonna say 13 because.
Oh God.
I'm gonna go for kind of the middle of the Royal Rumble for when the person comes in.
Glock, I'm gonna let you go first.
You're putting a lot of thought in. Yes.
No, it's a case of I've got an idea in my head, but I want to see what Glock picks first.
For number. I'm kind of leaning towards 18.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go with 22, just cause.
Why did I think that'd be your number? I mean, right now, in case you folks aren't wondering, it is down to Bryan, Orton, and Reigns in terms of who's winning the Rumble. It's one of them 3. And I think the odds are in favor of Bryan and Reigns right now. Orton's kind of the last chance third pick. If it's
So
not
wait, do we know what number?
We don't know who's coming in what number.
Okay.
That's why I said the number would be more interesting because we don't know who's coming in as what number. So honestly, I think it's kind of a 50-50 toss-up between Bryan and Reigns. It kind of depends on where they want to go storyline-wise with with WrestleMania this year. Orton, I think, is more of a wild pick, if anything. That's just my thought on the 3 picks. I don't know about you two. What do you two think between those 3?
I don't think I've been following enough to really form a good
Same
thought
here.
on it, kind of deal.
Well, Reigns is probably more heavily favored due to a lot of the build around him recently. but with Bryan having a comeback, officially announcing and making a big deal out of he's coming back at the Rumble in the Rumble match, even though he's had a couple matches already the last couple weeks. It kind of evens out the two of them. We know Orton's coming back because he's backstage tonight. So, who knows? I would think, if anything, all three of them will have a storyline going into WrestleMania at least. I just don't know which of Reigns and Bryan will have the storyline with the title. Because all three are going to have a major play in WrestleMania, I would think.
Yeah.
And now we get Miz Dow versus the Usos.
Yep.
Who you going for with this one?
It's going to be something. I think the Usos are going to win just so Miz and Miz Dow can have a storyline going into WrestleMania. Because they've been teasing it last couple weeks of the two breaking up, so I think that's going to be the case.
Hmm.
Because I think the current storyline they got for the Usos and Miz is going nowhere fast, and they're aborting that one for something else. And they know Miz now gets a reaction. Like, he's gotten the best reaction out of the four people in the ring right now.
Yeah.
True.
Of course, where Miz now goes from here, I don't know. I guess he continues being the mimic various people's character, I guess.
I don't know. He's one of those he's kind of been all over the place, so that'll be interesting to see where they can fit him in.
Yeah.
He really has been all over the place since he started.
Well, he started heel with, I forgot what the gimmick was specifically called, but he essentially was.
He was like the most intelligent man in the world, or
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
And when that event finally kind of crapped out because it never went anywhere, he teamed up with Rhodes for Rhodes Scholars. He still kept the gimmick, but it was like toned down a bit, I want to say, because he was now in a tag team with Rhodes. Those two broke up. Sandow eventually became the gimmick match person, to where he would just show up every week as a different person, essentially. Like, either tied to where they were or just something else. Like in the news, because that's just how WWE rolls. Sandow was that for the longest time until he finally teamed up with Miz for this current gimmick. And this is the best his character has been, I want to say. And like I said, where Miz now goes from here, I don't know. Because the best thing about his gimmick is him making fun of Miz. Or just the comedy routine, really. I would think they would keep Sandow face and like give him a decent character. I don't know.
that would be interesting to see Sandow become kind of like a big face.
That'd be the first time in his career that would be the case, because he's technically heel right now, but he's not. Especially when you consider the fan reaction. Ooh. Oh, I will say, watching a lot of the Final Fantasy 14 last couple weeks because a couple of different people have been watching or streaming it. That game looks pretty decent.
Huh.
Like, A Realm Reborn really kind of did what the name entails. It really gave that game a second chance. I forgot the name of the dungeon, but I think it's Cloud of Darkness, I think? I know that's the name of the final boss in it, but I think that's the name of the dungeon. That looks intense from a player perspective. Especially that final boss. So maybe we kind of want to look more into 14 in terms of just like stuff to watch. So we kind of, because kind of want to see like the progression to there, because like the Cloud of Darkness I'm talking about, that's like level 50 in-game content.
Yeah.
But I don't expect any of us to be playing it soon, because I believe it is, yeah, it's your more traditional MMO. It's more, yeah, I believe it's.
And that's gonna that's gonna kind of start the rivalry because he never gets the chance to be in it, does he?
See, Sandow keeps out of the match, and that's what loses them the match. Yeah, I could see that. That's funny. People give Miz a lot of crap when he first entered, but he's pretty decent. Dude's worked hard to get his spot. Granted, he has the kind of bad distinction of having one of the most unimportant WrestleMania main events of all time. Because the main event match between him and Cena for the title wasn't important. What was important was the setup for Cena and Rock 1 year later. Ooh. I saw a really interesting take on that spot in the NXT special a few weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I forgot the name of the tag team, but they were in the same situation. But the one guy's partner literally pushed pushed the other guy out of the way and took the hit.
Huh.
That's you rarely see that in that sort of spot. And I believe it was the heel team that did that. Which that NXT special was really good.
So wait, I missed what happened. What happened?
In the Rumble or what I was talking about?
What you were talking about? What did Miz do?
Oh, this was like in the NXT special. I was talking about a similar spot that they just did with face person going over the top rope, colliding with two people on the ground. That spot.
Okay.
I was doing a comparison with the NXT special where the heel team was standing on the ground. Face guy was coming over top rope. One of the heel team members pushes the other team member literally out of the way and took the entire hit.
Wow.
Like I said, you don't see that, and that was something I saw in the NXT special. Well, Miz now almost won the match for his team.
Yeah, but that'll probably start the tip of the iceberg to.
Mm-hmm.
I do think though that you're right on that. They're gonna lose
Yeah.
because they had the perfect opportunity to let them win right there.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to remember how long Rumble matches usually last. I'm gonna say like an hour, but I think it's more than that.
There it is.
Yeah, about an hour. Okay. I was thinking so.
Oh man, my
I
food
know.
smells good. Can I go get some food?
I knew that was it.
Well, Usos just won, so. Now we
Okay,
gotta
so that means there's gonna be a gap. So
now I think we have to kill like another 5 minutes before we get another match,
Pretty much.
which will be another tag team match because apparently that's the staple.
I didn't realize that they had enough tag teams to keep enough going, kind of deal.
Well, that's the thing. Like one of the tag matches is a Divas tag match, and there's only one real tag team there, and that's the Bellas because they're twins, and they're both heel.
I'll be back.
Right now.
Yeah. Well, Brie went heel for reasons. I'm not sure. It's an odd progression of that storyline. And then you have Paige and Natalia, which Paige has apparently become face because reasons. Again, it's one of those. This just happened, and we're just going to accept it.
No, you know what that is. It's a case of this is the Divas, so we don't have to write it as good.
As good?
Well, you know someone's got to think this is good.
True.
Otherwise, it wouldn't be going on.
Yeah, I would think there's more an absence of a storyline here.
Yeah.
See, there's the Usos, there's Miz and Miz now, though they're probably going to break up real soon. There's Golden Stardust, there's Ascension now on the main roster. There's Cesaro and somebody else, I can't think of it. We're on the pre-show. Tyson Kidd. And then there's New Day, and I think that's all the tag teams there are.
Did you only say that because they just mentioned something about it?
Oh, no, I didn't hear that.
Oh, okay. Because you literally timed that perfect for that.
Yeah. No, see, they're recapping the pre-show now, but yeah. Also, why are Cesaro and Tyson Kidd teamed up with Adam Rose? Because reasons.
I am back.
And the two have only been teamed up for
What the heck I got an ad? Oh, that thing. I need to find out where that's coming from. Apparently, I have some kind of a virus.
Oh.
And now they're gonna do their little. We've got to show off our new app.
Yes, although you're playing the game terribly, mind you. You're swiping too much. You could have blocked that special.
And now it's just gonna play on its own.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna do stuff without touching it.
But all we're gonna do when we get out there is just get our butts handed to us. Like, one of us is eating an F5, one of us is eating an FU. And one of us might even make it into the Rumble match. I'm gonna cry a little inside if that's the case. Of course, I wouldn't be surprised. I think everyone who's currently on commentary has been in a Rumble match at some point. Yeah, as when they were commentating.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Yeah, everyone who's doing
Repeat.
everyone who's doing commentary right now for WWE has been in the Rumble match when they've been commentating.
Wow.
Like, literally, like, this person's supposed to come out, and that commentator's music hits. And then they just get out, get up, get from behind the table, and go get in the match.
Wow.
I don't remember the Rumble, but there's one where all three people on the commentary team did it.
Oh God, what happened to the commentary then?
This wasn't like in a row. It was like one of them got up, went into the match, got eliminated, and then after a while, the second one went.
Oh.
And then I want to say it was like, was it the 40-man one? Yeah, it probably was the 40-man one, because I think it was JBL, Cole, and King. I thought they were setting up for a second that this match would be after the WWE title match, but guess not.
No, because we've got to do the least important stuff first.
Pretty much. So, Glack, what are you eating during this show?
I am eating whiteacre peas, pork chop, and potato au gratin with
I,
extra cheese.
Is it bad that I think that it's kind of sad that we can ask that just about every time we stream?
a little bit. Just a little bit.
I want some more whiteacre peas. I'm not a big fan of potato au gratin, actually.
I have no idea what that even is.
You know the potato circles with the cheese and sauce and stuff?
No.
Hang on, I'll show you. I'll show you a picture. There you go.
Mm,
Get the longest Google link you possibly can next time, Glock.
oh, okay. It's kind of like a casserole, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. So tell you who was at number one, number two, but no, they didn't. They didn't say anything about that. Russell was just prepping the article to have that. Oh, did you get to catch any of the North American LCS stuff today and yesterday?
I ain't caught none of it.
Oh. There's a
I
whole
didn't
lot of
hear.
Silver play. Silver received some type of buff. I'm not sure what. I think I have to rewatch like the first day to hear the entire explanation. But Silver got some of that buff, and she was being played like 80% of the time.
80% of the time for what?
Silver being played in North American LCS.
Oh, okay.
He's not paying attention to you because he's probably got the stream up too loud.
That is a possibility.
I kind of did. I turned it down, though.
Now, if he don't hear you, it's simply because he's ignoring you.
Which honestly is kind of rare because I think Silver barely got played last season in North America, and like rarely at all ever in the big competitive play stuff. So that was cool to see.
Didn't Cloud9 play today?
All the teams play today. I want to say.
How did Cloud9 do?
Well, they lost yesterday to TSM. I'm better off going to LOL Esports. Let's see. They. If I can get down to it. Oh. They lost to CLG, I believe.
Really? Oh, come on, guys.
Yeah, they're 0-2 right now. Oh wait,
Step it up. Come on, you're
Oh, wait,
better
no.
than this.
no, I'm on the wrong day apparently. My bad.
Does that mean?
Yeah, that's like next Sunday's match.
Just,
Yeah,
wait, so they're still 0-2?
yeah, they're still 0-2.
Dang it!
That explains things. Yeah, they lost to Gravity. Like a little while.
They
They
lost to
couldn't.
Gravity?
Yes.
They couldn't beat
What
that
the
force.
frick?
Yeah, they've lost to Gravity and they've lost to TSM. So they're currently 0-2.
God, Gravity sucks.
They're 1-1.
Okay, fine. Last year, Gravity sucked.
Gravity didn't play last year.
Then what team is it I'm thinking of?
Counterlogic Gaming, maybe?
They were in the championship and then they lost pretty much everything.
Starhorn Royal Club.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
That's not a North American team. The only North
Why
American
was I
team.
thinking that was Gravity? What the frick is wrong with me?
I don't know. But yeah,
Wait, why is Teddy Long trending right now?
because tag team matches.
But Teddy Long isn't even working there anymore.
You don't know the joke about Teddy Long, do you?
No.
He always made tag team matches when he was general manager of SmackDown.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Now you see why he's trending.
Okay, that makes sense.
I guess that means like the whole like next hour is the triple threat match.
That would stand to reason then.
Mm-hmm. Oh, if you're curious, the voting for the fan built combiner is up. At least I believe the first week of voting. Because right now you can choose. Let me get to the app real quick. I know the Bellas won. Yay!
Yeah. I guess you know where that lack of story's going.
Nowhere fast. Alright. You can choose faction, torso and weapon, first limb, second limb, third limb, and fourth limb right now. It's on the official Transformers app. It looks like based off the choices given that almost all of these will be repaints and redecos, which is sad. Because that wasn't the case for Windblade, because Windblade's a brand new mold, and a brand new, like a lot of work had to be put in the Windblade to make her. And if that's the case for these 5, that's gonna kind of suck. Kind of take a lot of the majesty out of this. But who knows? We might be wrong. But I think like the next 2 weeks will probably be like more descriptive stuff about said characters. This might be interesting to watch.
They were doing the podcast.
Huh.
They're doing the Triple H Stone Cold podcast after Raw tomorrow.
No, it's after tonight. Are we gonna get the stat? Oh, now everyone's gonna talk about how they're gonna win the Rumble. Oh, good God!
Wow.
What
give.
the frick?
I will give the Road Brothers credit. When they get in the character, they get in the character.
Yeah.
Good God, they get the character.
I get overboard with it.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh Jesus.
It's the little moments like that that make Sandow really good. Who's also turned. Again.
Yep.
Again.
Oh, Mr. Twinkle-Toes.
Yes. Who's back with a more aggressive character?
Are y'all ahead of me?
Daniel Bryan's talking at the moment.
Yep, same here. Tell me when a character switches for you.
Well, it just went to the official theme song.
Wow, you're a couple of seconds ahead of me then.
Okay.
Okay, it just went to the official theme song now for me.
And Glock's a few seconds behind me.
Well, that's wonderful.
Refreshing!
Don't feel bad. I was listening to a Twitch stream while watching the Liberty Network, and the Twitch stream was ahead of me.
Okay, World Heavyweight
How
Championship.
in the world
triple
is
threat
that
match.
possible?
I have no idea.
Presented by Hulu.
Of course, see, I understand me being a little bit behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Mine, the audio's been lagging. It'll
Okay.
be like broken. It's not bad enough to kind of be unwatchable, but it's enough to know it's messed up.
Oh, was it like desynced a couple seconds?
No, the audio's on par. It's just
Oh.
it's got like slight trying to pause moments,
Ah.
and it'll repetitively do it. And then it'll clear up for a couple of seconds, and that's where I'm assuming it gets back on track, and then
Yeah.
it'll do it again. It's almost like my computer's not buffering right for some reason. Which is weird, seeing as how the last time we did this, it worked fine.
I chalk it up to the fact that Charter's been like flaky for the both of us.
Yeah. I think it boils down to their upgrading everything.
Mm-hmm.
So technically we're supposed to have higher speeds, and I think that's what's happening. They're trying to fix it to where it works, right, and they're breaking it in the process.
Wait, is Charter upgrading stuff in this
Yeah.
area? Oh, I didn't know. That's
Because
cool.
like the one I'm on, it was 30 megabits per second on the download speeds, and that now is supposed to be upgraded to 60.
Ooh.
So I would assume yours is the same.
I think mine's 40 down, like 10 up, I think. I'm trying to remember the last time I ran a speed test.
Sounds about right then.
Yeah.
Because I think mine, I think that was the case that they said 30, but I was getting like 35, 36.
Yeah.
So
I'll check now, since we got the promo running.
I would, but my computer hates me for trying to do this as it is, so.
I'm sure I can run a speed test without too much issue.
You know what? I think there's a way to do it off of a tablet. I might try to do that then.
I would think if they have an app for it, I would think you would.
Mr. Fruity Pebbles is entering.
Yes. I am curious enough to look if someone has done like a Power Rangers fan opening with all of Cena's colors. Because I would think at this point you can do that.
Oh god, yeah, they could.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh god. And there is an app for it.
Well, but now you can check anyone's connection if you connect to it. Someone sing along to the theme song. I wonder. This is a dumb curiosity to have, but I wonder I wonder how they pick Cena's colors per month. They just pull it out of a hat. So I think he changes colors monthly these days. Well, I think I'm wrong on that. Maybe. Whenever it decides to complete the test, because the upload part's like taking its sweet time ending. But it's like 30 up, and I want to say like 3 down. Sounds odd. But,
It does sound weird.
it might maybe that I have the stream up and Google Hangouts, and that might be affecting it.
I bet it is.
Ping's about 42, which sounds pretty good.
Yeah, for a close one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and now that the type did heat's like been I've had a day to think about it. I think I agree with someone that the helmet could look a little better, but it's not like bad as is. It's just like that chin part. Like if that was more flush, I think it'd look a lot better. I don't know if you've gotten to see like the suit at a decent quality.
No, I haven't.
Okay. I know someone said it was lazy, and I'm like, yeah, well, it's kind of meant to be a combination of the two suits, so like, what am I expecting? It follows Dragon Ball Z logic in terms of fusion of characters. A little of this character, a little of that character, throw them together, and well, you got this. I do wonder what Glock is doing at the moment.
I have no idea.
What I'm doing?
Yes.
Kind of paying attention to WWE while talking to someone else and trying to listen to y'all two all at the same time, and it's difficult.
Oh, well, I was trying to figure out like all the racket that was coming from you.
Yeah.
I don't know why there's racket coming from me.
Are you moving your laptop?
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yes, because it was like you were trying to eat your laptop or something.
Mm-hmm.
And Sana just sits down in the corner.
Yeah.
Yes, Sana, take a knee. No, take a knee. We don't need you to win. You always win.
Oh my god. Somebody's representing Nexus. The Nexus isn't in the background.
Oh, I see it.
God, that has been a long time since that's been referenced. And by long time, I mean they have not referenced it since Wade Barrett became unimportant. That's like the forgotten history. What?
Okay, you were saying about your speed test.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 24.19 on download
Mm-hmm.
and 4.59 on upload with a ping of 38.
So it does look like if you're running stuff, it does affect the test.
Yeah.
And
say, technically, my internet's still being tied up because of Hangouts and the stream, but my tablet's not getting the full effect because it's not doing it itself.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to figure out what the 2004 Never Forget sign is supposed to mean. Oh no. Are we gonna? Is it gonna be German suplexes for days?
Yes.
I'm sorry, but that is boring. That is the most boring way to brutalize a person. Oh no. Oh.
Let me guess. He wants to just sit outside the ring, let them two duke it out, and then even if he loses this match, he can still cash in Money in the Bank to take it anyhow.
Exactly. See, that's the problem with putting Rollins in this match. You kind of like put an exclamation point on what the match is and how this match is going to end.
Yeah.
Like if you didn't have Rollins in the match, you would still have the question of, is he going to cash in? But now that you have him in the match, it's like, well, of course I'm going to cash in. Why wouldn't I cash in?
If he don't get
Unless, of course, Rollins is kind of dead on the floor.
If he don't completely get beat by Lesnar in this match, then yeah, he's going to.
Well, Lesnar did kind of point out that he was going to target Rollins, so my guess is he's going to target Rollins.
But
He's not going to be afraid to knock out Cena, but he's going to target Rollins.
And if Cena had a lick of sense, he would just help Lesnar and then knock him out before he can get the win, kind of deal.
Or here's a better idea. Like, toss the briefcase to one of his fans and tell him, leave. Like, sign the briefcase and tell him, here's your briefcase, leave. Because he can't cash in if he doesn't have the briefcase.
True.
God!
I don't think he's going to cash in.
Oh, I was about to say,
He's not
Rollins
gonna
landed
cash
like
in.
super safe on that one.
Like, he acknowledges that Cena exists, and he kind of keeps him down, but he's targeting Rollins. You can kind of tell.
Yeah. I was about to say, on that replay, it was like, Rollins landed pretty safe on that one. Like, his hair touched the mat. His head did not.
And now he's done with Cena, and he's going back to Rollins. See? My entire point.
Which is why they show it sped up again.
And back to Rollins. Nope, nope, nope. He's just making sure Cena stays down.
And why do you pronounce it as Rollins? It's Rollins.
Spell it.
Rollins.
I always thought there was a W in his name.
No! It's Rollins.
Okay.
Either way, how are you adding the A? Because it sounds like you're adding an A in there.
Oh, I'm pronouncing it how it's been pronounced.
Not you, Glock.
Oh. I assume it has something to do with
I'm not pronouncing an A.
The way you're saying it, it does not sound like you're spelling it with an O.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're kind of pronouncing it with a New York accent. Like a very stereotypical New York accent.
I don't know why.
I have no idea either.
Especially considering I've never even met anybody from New York.
Oh, you two?
You know what, though? I know why they did this as a triple threat.
To make it interesting?
That was the hope behind it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it would have been Lesnar throwing Cena around like a ragdoll again.
Whoa! Are Rollins and Cena helping each other?
Kind of.
For the moment. It's like, look, both of us are getting beat up by Brock. Neither one of us like Brock. We'll take care of Brock, and then we'll get to trying to kill each other. Because we still kind of hate each other.
God, he just shoves him off! I'm waiting for them to kind of just look at each other, push aside their hatred for each other, and just target him.
Well, they kind of did that for a second. They didn't do the whole, like, yeah, nope.
But I'm waiting for that to be kind of like a permanent for the rest of the match thing.
It couldn't.
No.
Because one of them would have to win at that point.
Yeah.
They would do it until the very end, and then they'd knock somebody out and just kind of whatever.
Well, now Cena's doing his 5 moves of doom. And the crowd does not care.
At all.
Nope.
Uh-oh, it's so...
Yeah, they're not even paying him any mind.
Well, I was about to say, Rollins, if you're going to do a counter, try to come up with one more creative. I think at this point, Cena has encountered every counter that could be done with his moves.
And he's going to try this again. He didn't see him.
Yeah.
I think sometimes the look of surprise on Cena's face at some of the things that happen is worth it. Because you have to wonder, a lot of it, is scripted and they've done planned it beforehand.
Oh, well, some of the stuff they do plan in the ring.
But
Like-
that's what I was going to say. You got to know that points like that where you can see Cena's just surprised that happened. That's one of those that it's like, that probably was not meant to do that.
Yeah. I know earlier he mouthed something to Rollins, and I assume that's what they just did.
Right.
Which, if you want examples of that, go check out any episode of Botchamania. Matthew does entire segments in Botchamania dedicated to that very idea. I assume he pulls up the pay-per-view in an editing program and enhances turns up the volume at points. I know he says he can hear it, but I've only been able to catch it a couple different times. And that's only because someone with a mic got too close.
Yeah.
Hear what a couple times?
Them calling a spot in the ring.
Uh,
Well, too, there's been times where they've went through the announce tables and didn't get them cleaned off all the way, and one of the cameramen will get too close and you'll hear him asking, "You okay?" and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Because it's like, that was not supposed to go that way. Yep, he's not cashing in.
Then there's those times when one of the guys says something that should not be said on camera, and they kind of have to beep it.
Yeah, that's happened a few times.
Orton is very bad at that, in all honesty. I think he's done it more than a lot of people. Granted, he's also flipped the
he
crowd.
almost lost that.
Granted, he's also flipped the
He
crowd the bird.
almost lost that.
I think it was. I want to say it was an episode of Raw where he literally flipped the crowd the bird before he went into position for the RKO. Yeah, I want to say it was a Raw. Granted, the flipping the bird was to the not hard camera side, so you couldn't see it on television. But yeah.
Oh boy, Spanish announce table going down again.
Yeah. But we gotta keep it intact for Kofi, for him to do something ridiculous. And
Oh, so let me guess. He's just going to claim the table off, and then that's actually going to be used later.
oh, that's normal. Somebody sets up something for later, but is interrupted before they continue with what their theoretical idea. Yeah.
Oh, come on. Cena didn't even hit the stairs. What the hell?
What happened? Ow!
Wait, was a fan trying to have a conversation with Polly?
Probably.
I know a child got a free backstage tour on Raw from Triple H during the 3-on-1 match.
Huh.
Yeah, during 3-on-1 match, a kid at ringside was getting upset, and Triple H calmed them down and was like, "Hey, here's some free merch and here's a backstage pass." I guess that's the father and Triple H there, and well.
Huh. The other thing that we always have to destroy.
Ow!
Yeah, especially these days. Like, that's become a thing only in the last, like, 6 years, I want to say? 5 to 6 years.
You would think they would stop putting chairs back there.
Well, they gotta well, that's where Lillian and a couple other staff members have to sit, so. Those chairs are back there for the people that need to sit there.
Yeah, but every time that happens, there's no one there. Or
That's
there's
because
someone sitting at the table that they never hit.
That's because they clean out the area before they get there. And
There you go. Give Lesnar a chair. Hey, I got a twofer.
Yeah. Holly could have been a little quicker right there.
Yeah, he almost got him a twofer.
Jesus! Oh, at first it looked like Brock was about to get up. He looked like the Terminator. I just kind of sat up, and he looked like he was about to get up from there.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't. He is
There it
about to
is.
turn that on you. Or not. Okay.
Well, Brock's cut open the hard way on his shoulder. Though I do wonder, like, how much do the stairs actually weigh, because considering they're entirely hollow.
Not that much.
Yeah.
For Cena just to pick it up like he did with no problems.
I would say it'd have to be a good, like, 20, 25 pounds, at least.
Yeah. I mean, it couldn't be super heavy, but wow, they actually used it. I figured they just set it up for another match.
Nah. We're gonna use the other announce table for that.
Spanish
So wait,
announce table's always first.
Is Cena up?
Yes. At the moment. Like he's crawling over the Rollins. Cena got kicked in the back of the head by Rollins before that spot. Cena, you could be a little less obvious in telling him something. Wait, has it been a couple of reviews since we had someone bring in the 1, 2, 3 posters?
I don't
I want
know.
to say it has.
1, 2, knockout. That was easy to tell.
Yeah.
Where's Brock? Because Brock's about to come up.
They got put through the table. He's going to be out until, like, closer to the finish of this match. That was pretty. Props to Cena for having a new move that didn't look a little bad off the bat. I still remember the Hurricanrana that did not look good. And apparently it's just WrestleMania this year. Well, we've gotten rid of numbers.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Which that's a shame.
So I guess they're gonna decide as instead of the numbers, it's just gonna be WrestleMania 2015.
It'll just be just WrestleMania. I guess they're gonna stop them though. Well, I guess if any WrestleMania is gonna be over, I guess it'll be 30. Let's stop the numbering after that, and then from then on, it's just WrestleMania play button. It's got an animated play button on the sign.
Yeah, no.
Okay. No, might be a part of the finish. They got staff members next to Brock outside. I don't know if that's a part of the story or if that's legit. Because WWE's gotten a little bit more crafty about their use of like doctors and other backstage personnel in situations like that.
Oh,
I'm
it's
betting
over.
that's part of the story. Because have you
It's
noticed
over.
how neither one of them have even paid attention
No,
to over there?
no. Oh, really?
Well, sometimes when they do that, they bring attention to it, and well, no, they're bringing attention to it. Now that's a little bit more. Oh yeah, it's a part of the story.
Bring attention to what?
Brock down at ringside, then bringing out the stretcher. Because I had noticed before there was some they snuck in some backstage personnel right there, and like they called the
So
ref
wait,
over.
is Brock out? Is he like?
I doubt it. Now that they've called attention to it, like if they like kept the focus in the ring and like didn't like just literally call it like there's a stretcher coming outside to bring to take Rock, it's like okay, maybe this is like nothing. Because if WWE doesn't want you to know something, they will not let you know something. Like, you remember how King had a heart attack on Raw one time? No one remembers that? Oh, I was watching Raw when that happened. You couldn't initially tell that happened. The only clue was there was no commentary for like a good like 3 minutes until Cole came on after the match and said that King just had a heart attack at ringside.
Oh, when King had a heart attack and had to go to the hospital?
Yeah. In the middle of Raw, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like
He's gonna do this again?
What, the double AA to the other AA and...
And there's another one. Alright, pin him. It's over. 1, 2, 3. Oh, what?
No, it was a 2.
That was a 3.
And Brock's coming too.
Yeah. Yeah, if Rock was supposed to be out there, he would have been out by now.
Okay, did the man say a word any time? I mean, I'm sorry, he's known for not saying anything.
And Brock broke his rib.
Saying that Brock has not said a word does not really signify anything.
Oh.
Just
Very
gonna point that one out there.
Apparently Brock broke a rib. Apparently.
He might have.
Oh, that wouldn't surprise me.
Because the way he kind of hit them stairs and then going through the table, it might have been the combination.
Of course, that might be why he's taking their...
So wait, you think that was actually a real?
I still doubt it, but that's just what they're saying. That is the story for now.
It could have happened, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god! This match just keeps going.
Like, the Royal match lasts an hour. It's only just now 9:30.
Jesus.
Not to mention, you got to remember the pay-per-view's 3 hours plus bleed through time.
Yeah. Usually they end at like the 10:50. Yeah. And hi, Brock. With a sloppy looking German. That was
You're a few seconds ahead of me.
Yeah. Rollins pulls off a really pretty move.
I saw that. Whoa.
Yeah. Landing looked a little,
Whoa!
like, timing, like, position-wise off, but it was still pretty. Well, didn't expect that. Alright.
Huh.
1, 2, 3.
You know what's going to happen, though? Until Lesnar ends up losing that title, he's
That's
not
gonna
going to
become a main
cash in
thing.
on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because there's no one that's going to be stupid enough to take Lesnar on one-on-one, except Cena.
Well,
Very, very true.
there was rumors of, like, Daniel Bryan Brock and Reigns Brock, so either one's possible. Plus, as this was pointed out to me by a friend of mine, why is TweetDeck broke a little bit? Think about this. You have Brock beat the streak, right?
Right.
How do you think you're going to build the person who beats the man who beats the streak?
Make him be the streak.
Essentially, you have the person you want to beat the streak, beat the man who beat the streak. Therefore, they get the credential of beating the streak without beating the streak.
And being the bad guy.
Yeah.
Undertaker was not a bad guy.
No. Lesnar. He broke the streak.
Lesnar was the bad
He's
guy,
the bad
yes.
guy.
But I'm saying, the way you said that made it seem like he was taking the place of Undertaker as the bad guy.
No. Or more the case of, you have the credential of being the streak without the weight of that, per se. Because then you don't have to worry about, like, fan backlash against you that could, like, break your career, essentially. That's always the risk when you have a situation like that. I mean, we're talking about something that even ESPN was talking about.
Part of me kind of wonders if that happened like they intended on it to happen. Like, I think the outcome was still the same. But I just kind of wonder if it was supposed to go a little longer than what it did.
As far as I know, on the match, Taker made the call to give Brock the win at WrestleMania. That was Taker's call. Whether he was talked into it or it was a decision of his own is like a mixed bag, because I've seen it both ways reported.
Right.
But as far as I know, the match went as planned. Like, lengthwise, there might have been something off. Who knows? But, like, in terms of results, it went exactly as expected.
Right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I can completely see that the streak was definitely going to be beat. It's just a case of the way it seemed like it even shocked Undertaker when it happened. It's like, maybe that wasn't supposed to go as short as it did, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Maybe they were supposed to get a little bit more out of it, and that was a whoops.
Maybe. Granted, you also remember Taker, like, is a company man through and through, and having something he's been a part of for so long just end.
That had to kind of hurt him some too.
Yeah, and especially when you have the fans having the reaction they have, that will get to a performer. Oh, the new Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. They've cycled through. I think this is like the third different February pay-per-view they've had. So Riz originally No Way Out, and then it got changed to Elimination Chamber, I believe, and now it's Fastlane because.
What the heck is Fastlane?
It's the new February pay-per-view.
What is so big about Fastlane?
Nothing, because it's a new name for a new pay-per-view, but it's the new February pay-per-view.
But I mean, what's the gimmick of it? There's always a gimmick to these pay-per-views.
There's probably not going to be gimmick because, back in the day, there didn't used to be a gimmick attached to a pay-per-view. It's also in Memphis.
Isn't that close-ish to y'all?
Ish. Not quite. I think it's Central?
Y'all are farther east, right?
We're the bottom, southeast Tennessee.
Literally southeast Tennessee.
Yeah.
It would not take us
Right.
about 10-15 minutes to cross to the Georgia line.
No.
Really?
No. It takes us 20-30 minutes to get to Atlanta. It's not that.
No, it's longer than that, but
3 hours though.
Is it a 3-hour drive? Oh, my bad.
yeah, to
3-hour
Atlanta,
drive.
yeah.
So it's a 3-hour drive to Atlanta, so I've been corrected. Yeah, no, Memphis is West Tennessee. 6 hours from where we're at.
Of course they would show off Kofi's amazing little deal there.
That's his gimmick in the Royal Rumble matches now. No, we're closer to Nashville than we are to Memphis. That is a decent drive. I've been to Nashville for Raw. No, Knoxville for Raw. I was trying to. I thought it was Nashville. No, it was Knoxville for Raw.
Am I the only one that the stream is being stupid for?
You're breaking up slightly.
It's not for me.
Oh, he broke up for me a little bit.
Oh boy.
My stream's running fine.
Huh.
And also, for those wondering, that Knoxville Raw was after
Whoa! My
that one coach
ping!
for the Vols. What?
My ping is skyrocketed.
Is that program reopened?
No? I don't understand. Nothing is really being used much other than memory, and that's only by Google.
Oh. Well, the Raw was after that one Volunteers coach left for USC, out of nowhere. And people were very unhappy with him. And this was at the University of Tennessee in their basketball stadium. Let's just say there were plenty of signs of people voicing their frustrations with him. And Miz also made a joke to get some cheap heat.
Huh.
That guy was stupid. I'm glad he's gone.
Who?
Santino Morelli or whatever his name
Morella? Santino? No, he was decent.
Yeah.
When he started, it's just after a while his gimmick kind of just faded away, and he was just the comedy guy.
Okay. Why?
You broke up for me again.
Yeah, you did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand what is going on. Why?
Oh. Apparently people really like that match. I thought it
Which
was
match?
the triple threat. Oh look, they put the Smash Now stable back together. That's
Oh, God.
rare.
Oh, so then I guess we got to smash 2
Okay.
tables.
Okay.
Well, there goes TeamSpeak.
Okay.
That's a connection loss.
Jeremy, you.
I know, I dropped in and out of TeamSpeak.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to restart my entire computer.
Oh, make it quick.
Because
I'm going to. I'll be back.
Oh, wow. That's surprising.
Huh.
Okay, dude, that's not how how that math works. Just saying. I get what you're saying, but it doesn't quite work that way. Wow.
Absolutely no crowd reaction.
Nope, to neither of them. Okay, who had that camera's mic on?
I see what you were meaning.
But I was honestly surprised. I'm like, okay, Mizdow comes out first. He did not swap numbers with Mizdow. Oh God, someone just pointed it out.
What?
Remember when they were a main event heel tag team? Because I believe they were at one point, I believe.
Oh, God.
Miz, give up. Unless you have Mizdow with you, you ain't getting a reaction. All you get is that.
Really? Just keep trying to fly away because that's all that's going to happen there.
Looks like a complete idiot when he's doing that.
Uh-huh.
Although that's probably the point. Okay. Glock is supposed to be restarting his computer, right?
Yes.
Look who's still in the hangout.
I know it. Hangouts are broke.
I'm just waiting for him to get back, and now there's two of him.
There will be.
God.
Don't do it.
So who's coming in at number 3? Well then. That I didn't see that one coming. I thought he was still signed with TNA.
Oh wow.
Is D-Bon still with TNA? Oh.
Okay, I'm back.
Wow.
Welcome back.
What?
Well, I
Why'd you
can't say
say wow?
because of who's in as number 3.
Who's in as number 3?
Bubba Ray Dudley.
Who?
I forget. You are far less experienced with older wrestlers. Essentially, one of the main tag teams of WWE's history back in the day.
I am waiting on the stream to launch because for some reason it's being stupid and doesn't want to freaking work.
I honestly thought he was still signed with TNA.
Wait, did they just say this is the first Royal Rumble match he's been in his career?
That can't be right.
I don't think that. Yeah, they did. Holy crud.
That cannot be.
That don't sound right, though.
I would think. No, he has to have been in a Rumble before. And R-Truth is acting as a Devon at the moment. They were? Oh.
You quit giving shit away.
What now?
I already got a Brock Lesnar text message.
Oh. And now Bubba's calling for the tables. Also, R-Truth was in the ECW. I did not know that. Well, poor Miz. There goes a Miz now rivalry being started in this match.
Oh, wow.
And there goes R-Truth. That's quick.
Oh!
Did what?
That looked like he freaking jumped out. What the heck?
That's not surprising. Several people do that. They get a little extra height going over the top rope.
Jeez.
Yeah, Luke Harper's pretty good.
Of course, that's why they took out R-Truth and Miz, though.
To have a pseudo singles match between these two.
Uh-huh. Because you know as well as I did, that's the only way that would ever happen.
Yeah. Well, this will be awkward. Hi, Bray.
Oh, you're a little early.
Yeah.
You're about 3 seconds ahead of us.
Oh, so I need to wait like 3 seconds into the entry before I say anything.
I do
Hi,
agree
who?
with you. This is going to be a little awkward.
Has Bray gotten into the ring yet?
He had for a little bit.
Right now.
Now.
Me and Glock are on about the same time frame.
Okay, so
Okay.
Well, that ain't happening.
Ow. Well, he's out.
Which means no Devon.
Aw.
Oh no. Poor Curtis Axel.
I kind of got to. I kind of got to agree with what they said. This won't bode well for anyone coming out if they just sat there and waited.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what just happened?
I believe Eric Rowan has taken Curtis Axel's place, and now the two of them are fighting the Wyatt Break. Oh no. Okay. All right. Also, for those wondering how the Wyatt family broke up, well, you see, I have no idea because WWE never explained what happened. It's just one day Bray was with the Wyatt family, and Bray was with Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, and then the next day the two of them weren't, and now they've both been eliminated, so it doesn't matter.
Huh.
To be fair, they're trying to build Bray to go up against Taker at WrestleMania, so.
What?
Okay.
5, 4,
So
3, 2, 1.
Okay. The announcers were stating about how he wasn't a legitimate entry, yet they're still not going to get Curtis Axel back in.
What? The
Yes.
Boogeyman's back? What?
Apparently, we're just stocking this full of, hey, we're just gonna bring these random people back.
Oh my god, it's the Boogeyman! Oh! It's the Boogeyman! Oh my god!
Oh, good God. Let us not please make references to Boogeyman's previous storylines.
Some weird white stuff going on.
Boogeyman versus Bray Wyatt.
Hmm.
Oh man. Oh. Boogeyman was always cool. Storyline sucked, but he was cool.
I was about to say, are we in a let's try to freak the other one out contest? Well, that's over.
Apparently, that's what the goal is there.
Yeah, and now that that's over. Three, two, one.
I missed it. Was the boogeyman pushed out?
Bray Wyatt threw him out. Yeah.
Dang it! Why? Boogeyman was better than that.
You do realize that a lot of the ones that they're going to bring in like that are simply there just to bring them back one last time.
Yeah.
They're not meant to try to progress the story.
Also, hi Sin Cara 2.
Sin Cara 2.
Yes, that's not the original Sin Cara.
What happened to the original Sin Cara?
He went back to Mexico.
Really?
Yes. I forget who's Sin Cara 2, but yeah, that's Sin Cara 2. You can tell because he's all of a sudden had a very giant tattoo on his shoulder. And I also think he grew a foot.
I was going to say, and I also think he kind of grew a little bit, but yeah. Because I remember when Sin Cara came in to begin with. Well.
Bray Punk did this like 3 years ago. He literally did. The whole bunch of single opponents, get the mic in between single opponents. Yeah. Oh, good God. I believe you can sum up these first 10 numbers as Bray Wyatt, the Wyatt family, returners, and no names.
Well, this will be quick.
Of course, I think this is Zack Ryder's first appearance in like months on television or pay-per-view. And somehow people are playing along with him. And well,
You have got to like pause for a couple seconds so that we can get on the same track.
That won't help.
Well, Zach's out.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll try.
You're going to try to refresh, aren't you?
No, I'm just gonna literally pause it.
Oh.
That should be on track with you guys. Since I'm being very spoilerish.
Very.
Yes, all 5 seconds ahead of you.
Yeah, it really wasn't bothering me.
4, 3, 2, 1. Am I on track now?
Nope. Think now it's worse.
Really?
Yes, because you were the whole 10 count ahead.
How the hell am I the whole 10 count ahead?
I don't know. I think me and Glock need to refresh. Of course, the last time I tried to do that, the video broke. But I'm still willing to try it again. Like, literally, the whole page loaded, but the video didn't. Why? I don't know.
Well, this is a rematch from last year. Except now it's in the actual Rumble match.
Okay, I'm refreshing it.
Really? Really?
Okay, here we go.
WWE Network is really being a dick. Thank you.
He's in the corner. Runs towards him and kick to the face.
That's third
Back to the
corner.
corner.
No.
Kick to the face. Back to the corner. Kick to the face. Jesus! Kick to the face!
Let's come backlash here in a second.
Okay, it's because I believe Glock is still behind.
Behind you, but he's actually a little bit ahead of me.
Okay.
So, no, it's you.
My connection too good.
Apparently.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. How's that in relative?
Still a 10-second.
Oh.
1.
And Glock's
Hi,
2
Fandango.
seconds ahead of me, so.
Yeah. Fandango, who takes wrestling tips from Kane due to his wrestling attire. Well, I guess now that we've officially started the Royal Rumble match now, I guess. 11 entries in. Nope, a good old-fashioned helicopter.
Who we got? We have Tyson Kidd.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he ought to be a fairly easy one because he's done had a match earlier.
So my pick's next. I am probably not getting Roman Reigns.
I would laugh if you did, though.
I would too. Now that Fandango's being double teamed by accident. Poor Fandango. He never catches a break.
Dang. I think they just hit like a train wreck kind of deal.
Pretty much.
Well, it helps that both of them are very well experienced wrestlers. Of course.
And wow.
18 and 22.
Wow.
I get Stardust.
Wow.
Of course I get. Of course I get Rhodes.
Oh, God.
Now the question is, how long is Stardust going to last?
I think the big question's going to be, will he last until Goldust gets in there? Because if not, then neither one of them are going to get anywhere. We're just going to keep going back and forth between the two showboats? Really?
Yes, but we're gonna get two people skinning the cat until Tyson Kidd gets eliminated.
Oh!
Oh, okay. How the hell did Bray Wyatt end up outside? Because I missed that when they were doing the replay. And now they're just
Why
gonna.
did Daniel Bryan jump?
I don't know, but why?
He's not eliminated.
Daniel Bryan is eliminated.
No, he's not.
How?
He didn't go over the top rope.
What?
He went over the middle rope.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
That rule exists. Many
That's
people
right.
exploited that. I'm trying to remember who it was for 1 year, but they kept slipping under the bottom rope to the outside and just spent like half the match outside. I want to say it was Punk. I'm thinking Punk or Jericho. I don't remember which one. And hi, DDP. I knew you were coming back.
I think the rest of them are going to forget that Daniel Bryan's outside.
And Bray Wyatt, because neither one of them are eliminated.
Oh, he didn't go over the top either?
Apparently, he either went over the mid or over the bottom or under the bottom, but he did not go over the top rope because I heard the announcers say he wasn't eliminated.
Okay.
Yeah.
He must have rolled under the bottom, I bet.
Yeah.
Who?
Wyatt.
Wait, was Bryan knocked over?
Nope, he flew through the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's outside somewhere, like knocked out because Wyatt threw him into stairs. And I saw on Twitter where somebody demands Randy Orton to come out so him and DDP can have a confrontation. Since they use the exact same move.
Oh, his back. Oh, God.
What, DDP?
Yeah.
Dude is old.
Yeah, he's old, but oh, you could tell
Oh,
his
fuck.
back was like, oh, ow.
Rusev. They're all fixing to get knocked the fuck out, aren't they?
Yeah. Aw. Oh, yeah, DDP's like 58. That's older than the New Age Outlaws. Okay, how the fuck is Stardust still in here?
Because he's the only one that's not been thrown out.
Oh, God.
And apparently he hasn't pissed Rusev off enough.
No.
But, sorry, if someone came to you in that outfit, would they be able to piss you off, or would you be laughing so bad at them?
I might laugh a little bit. Aw, poor Daniel Bryan. He get to finish his kick combo.
Damn, that's a combination.
Well, there goes one of the 50-50 picks, as I said.
Oh!
You know, that's a combination. Wyatt and Rusev.
Well, I guess Daniel Bryan, Bray Wyatt for WrestleMania?
Probably.
You would think Rusev would take that moment to knock Wyatt out completely.
Oh, no. Oh.
So who comes next? Shattered Dreams? Oh.
Yeah, Goldust.
Okay.
That's why Stardust is still in there.
Yeah, so we can have a pseudo tag team match.
Yep.
Because we haven't had enough tag team matches on this pay-per-view. And that is why it's called Shattered Dreams Production.
That's why it's called what production?
Shattered Dreams Production.
Oh, okay.
But he didn't quite get to do it. You saw what he was setting up, right? He used to do that all the time. Well, we know where the crowd's heart lies. It lies shattered. Wow, the crowd is super unhappy with that.
No doubt.
Could Daniel Bryan technically take someone else's spot just like what's his name did?
Eric Rowan? No, because Eric Rowan wasn't in the Rumble match to begin with.
Nor when he was even in the ring.
Wow, the
Oh,
Jesus, that dude!
Kofi,
Oh my god!
Kofi's got a lot of athleticism. I can't even say the word.
Athleticism?
Yes, that word. Of course, Kofi took over this gimmick from Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin used to have this gimmick in Royal Rumbles and Money in the Bank matches.
What?
The whole like ridiculous, like crazy spot. That was what Shelton Benjamin used to do.
I can't remember who Shelton Benjamin is.
He was one half of the world's greatest tag team with Kurt, that was mentored by Kurt Angle.
Oh, okay.
That guy.
I have a funny feeling Daniel Bryan's going to have a big spot in WrestleMania no matter what.
Well, yeah, he kind of has to.
I'm curious, though, if they're going to be tempted to do anything big, like big or not.
Well, Glock, there's your pick.
Okay.
Okay, well then.
What? I'm... Okay.
You get Adam Rose. Have fun with guy who came up from NXT and just went nowhere.
I'm curious about my pick now.
Of course they would do
Oh my
this.
god!
Oh my god!
Of course they would have the Adam Rose's group catch Kofi. Well, that happened.
And put him back on the mat! Oh my god!
Well, Adam, you've served your purpose.
Oh.
Bye now. God.
Oh god.
Your pick only exists for Kofi's spot.
I'm okay with that.
And now Kofi's gone because now he's blown his spot.
That was too perfect. I'm okay with that.
Uh,
Oh.
That was awesome though.
yeah. To be fair, it's probably the most obvious one out of Kofi's Royal Rumble stunts.
Yeah.
Which one?
The one he just did.
Uh,
It's like the most obvious one.
what did he just do again?
He got thrown into Adam Rose's crew.
Oh yeah.
And the crew and like put him back.
I must say though, his whole handstands and walking on his hands is a lot more fun to watch, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, hopping off the barricade, going from table to ring. That was more just, hey, you bunch of people, catch me and don't drop me. You know, the thing you do with Adam Rose all the time.
Damn, don't even let him get in the ring.
He just said screw that.
Yeah.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Hit everyone.
Yep.
And ow.
There's Goldust. There's
And
Stardust.
ow. Jesus. Well, that's one. Two.
Are the crowd
That
booing
one.
Reigns?
I don't know. I really think he should have focused on Rusev first. Because
Ow.
Wyatt's just been sitting in the corner
Ow.
for most of this.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, we gotta get the other one of the two New Day members that still remain. Which Biggie had a lot of had good. Oh, I'm trying to think. Let me try to put together a sentence that makes sense.
Words into sentences, please.
Yes, Biggie had a good push, like when he started, but he has fallen into obscurity.
He
since
really
then.
has. Because he started as
Just as a
AJ. He started the whole thing with AJ.
yeah, he was AJ's bodyguard essentially.
Yeah.
And then he got a good little bit on solo career, and then, well, now he's a part of the New Day.
Yeah.
Everyone, the crowd favorite.
Oh, God.
Oh. Nah, I get the writing.
Oh, he's no.
Wow, he's not even
gotta
letting
do
Miz get
something.
in.
Oh my God. Come on.
Do
it
it.
for yourself. Yeah.
Aww. Poor Miss now.
Aww.
Now that Miz argues with himself after a rescheduled Rumble match.
Oh, that was awesome.
Well, tell me you get Jack Swagger.
Huh.
At least between the three of us, you at least get a former world champion. And a Money in the Bank winner. And look where that's gotten him.
Yep.
So wait, what was your number, Jeremy?
13.
Who was 13?
Stardust.
Oh, okay. Bray Wyatt is stuck in here.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're talking about the guy who's being set up to fight Taker, apparently.
Fight who?
Taker at WrestleMania.
Oh, okay.
Because similar gimmicks. And Sting's currently tied up with Triple H at WrestleMania, so we can't do that match.
So essentially, they're going to build him up as far as they can and then get rid of him.
Well, who knows? The streak is not at stake anymore, so...
Yeah, but they wouldn't try to book Wyatt for 2 matches at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
What was that with Rusev? Rusev just opens his arms like, he's back!
No, he wanted a hug. He wanted a hug from his fellow brute fighter.
He's like, yo, it's a fellow big man!
It's the guy I took the gimmick from. You know, the whole unbeatable for like so many weeks. Yeah, that was right back when he came too.
Well, Robin. Skip Sheffield, no.
Do what?
Skip Sheffield, no. That's who Robin used to be.
Yeah. Oh. I was trying to figure out what the crowd was chanting. Apparently they're chanting for Punk. That guys,
Yeah.
he's too busy training for UFC. He ain't coming back. And writing for Marvel. He's got quite the workload in like the next year. Oh, good God! Now that I think about it, he might be writing for Marvel when this whole Secret Wars thing happens. Oh, jeez.
Hmm.
Of course, I'm still shocked who they haven't got him writing. What they're letting him write for?
Oh, so that's why they've got all the big guys. They got to make it difficult for Kane to actually get the 2 eliminations.
No. If that was the case, they get some actual big guy, but I don't think they got anyone on the roster at the moment that fits that bill.
Whoa. Nice save, Ryback. Yeah, they do.
Hey, Dean Ambrose finally shows up.
Oh boy. I like Ambrose.
Yeah,
Take the punch from Rusev, then he's like, yeah, that didn't hurt.
it's like hit me again.
It's
It's like hit me once more. Not enough time to have TeamSpeak.
Same here. I get user timed out of your channel and then server disconnect at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, we got Titus O'Neil. And he's almost kind of sort of eliminated. Yeah, he is. Oops.
Would have if they hadn't screwed it up.
Yeah. That's a botch.
What's a botch?
That elimination on Titus O'Neil.
Titus O'Neil.
Yeah, the guy who just came in and left.
I missed it.
Because he's not paying attention to what we're doing.
Is Titus O'Neil the black guy who used to be part of the Primetime Players?
Yes.
Okay. What happened to them two anyway?
The other guy left, and Titus became insignificant. That is literally how that's went.
So it's back to the crazy versus crazy. Hard punch versus hard everything.
There's some
Wasn't
bad news
he my
coming.
original choice yesterday?
What, 27?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Wasn't
Might have
27
been.
the one I was thinking about yesterday?
Might have been. Well, you got bad news about it. Who also isn't winning the Rumble. Well, it's because he got a title. Oh, I see how it is, Ambrose. Reigns helps you out there, and just like, nope, I'm just gonna go over here now.
You know what we need?
What?
Everyone to be eliminated, and then Cena come in at 30.
Oh no.
Just to have Lesnar versus Cena again.
Oh, Cesaro. Such an internet darling and so unloved by creative.
What is with all of these people staying in?
This is normal. This is normally how Royal Rumbles
Mickey's
go.
out.
Yeah. Eliminated by a Rusev dropkick. Such a rare sight.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, people are fixing to start getting eliminated now.
Yeah. Or people just gang up on Big Show. Literally everyone gangs up on Big Show.
Yeah, I kind of caught the attention of that one because they all were staring at him.
They all turned and saw him. They were just like, nope, we need to end him now.
He got a strike. Knocked them all on their asses.
Yep.
Well, it looks like we're not getting Randy Orton tonight since we know Ziggler's in.
I have to agree with what's his name though.
Echo spot.
Big Show
Went to the ring.
always makes sure that everyone sees the fact, or he makes sure to express the fact that he's a giant. When Andre the Giant never had to.
I think those two used to be a tag team at one point.
Who?
Right? Kane and Big Show.
Yeah. Who was the final person? Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, the only person left that we knew qualified.
Dang. 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 There goes Barrett. Oh,
Okay, about made Ziggler have that king of swing, have that swing in the hard way.
ooh, dope. You coming close, man.
Don't think the second kick was necessary, Ziggs, but alright.
That works. Okay. That's one way to do it. Okay.
I think Dolph just needs to stay on the outside of the ropes.
He really does.
Yes, considering what just happened to him.
Ow. Yeah, he needs to stay on the outside of the ropes because that helps to keep from that happening. He's out cold.
Yep.
Just pick him up, set him over the rope, be done with it.
He is out cold.
I think he got knocked the fuck out.
He really did.
And now that we dump Bray Wyatt out, now it's a pseudo tag team match. Big Show Kane versus 2/3 of the Shield.
Huh.
Yeah.
Haven't we seen this before?
Oh yes. That's the theme of this Royal Rumble. Tag matches. What the hell
No,
happened?
I was meaning the partnership here kind of deal.
Yeah. The hell happened to Roman Reigns? He's
Oh
bleeding.
no. But yeah, someone busted him.
Yeah. And that's not bleeding. That's getting cut open some way, the hard way.
Yeah. And wow.
Got cut on his jaw somehow. Must have been happening during all the scuffles.
Hmm.
Shouldn't have went for it. I wouldn't say the entire Shield because Rollins isn't here. Yeah.
Bullshit.
I think the best thing he can do at the moment would be to roll out of the ring and just catch his breath for a second.
Yeah. But that's not what good guys do. Good guys go outside the ring in a Royal Rumble match. They do suicide dives.
True.
Well, then these two disagree with each other.
Yep. There that goes.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say now we need Reigns to just come in and knock them both out.
Yep.
It's over. Oh my god.
And the fans don't agree with it, and they're just like, fuck this.
Oh god. I love how Big Show put no oomph into that. He just kind of like, yeah, I stepped on you, whoop-de-doo.
Hi, Rock.
Why'd you spoil that for us?
Sorry. I thought I held it in long enough because I said it long after his music hit.
No.
Oh, oops. Hey guys, I'm back to promote the new Fast and Furious movie. Oh.
Oh! Dang!
Well, they technically are family.
The Rock and...
Reigns? Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
That is cool. Oh. Oh no.
No.
And here comes
Isn't it?
Rusev. Oh yeah. Rusev never did get eliminated.
Oh my god. Are they really gonna pull this out of nowhere? Nope!
No, they've done this a couple times before where it's like, nope, it's not over. One guy's still in. And no.
You see what he did, right?
The two.
The Rock, he started to put both arms up as if it was a tag team win, and then he quickly took his other arm and pointed it at Reigns.
Wait, where's all the confetti and the celebratory of the person of someone winning the Royal Rumble match? Wow, this is like the most normal victory for someone in the Royal Rumble ever.
Did he say that's not gonna be you?
Apparently. Yeah, the crowd is having none of this.
Yeah. Of course, is it just me, or did it seem like the crowd really was not behind the whole Royal Rumble match as a whole?
I think as soon as Daniel Bryan left, they were like, nope.
Yeah. I mean, they were fine while he was there, but really before and after that, it was just like, no,
Well, then
none
help
of them
it.
really cared.
Well, it didn't help. It was like, who's this guy? It was like Zach. Well, Zack Ryder got a reaction, but like Curtis Axel.
Which that's something else. Curtis Axel never got eliminated.
He got eliminated by the Maven rule.
But I mean, they wanted to play Rusev like that. There was another one that they completely forgot.
See,
Granted, he wouldn't have been much of a challenge, but I mean,
see what it is? It's Maven rule. If you are somehow incapacitated during the time period that the Royal Rumble match takes place, you are therefore counted as eliminated. That is the Maven rule. Want to know the story behind this rule? Maven eliminated The Undertaker one Royal Rumble. Undertaker didn't have none of that and proceeded to beat the tar out of Maven. Never eliminated, but it's the Maven rule.
Wait a minute, what? What happened to Maven?
Maven eliminated The Undertaker during a Royal Rumble match, and then Undertaker was like, the rookie eliminated me? Oh, no, he didn't. Got back in the ring, pulled Maven out of the ring, not over the top rope, mind you, and proceeded to beat the ever-loving hell out of him.
Oh my god.
Maven never got eliminated, but it counted. Therefore,
It
the
counted
Maven rule.
because he got knocked out completely.
Yes, if you're incapacitated during the Royal Rumble match, you are eliminated. Yeah, I will say that could have been booked to end better, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Like, I think if it was booked to end differently, I think people would have been more behind it. But the fact that it was kind of like, well, these two fighters are gonna wrestle each other, and then Reigns is going to eliminate them both at the same time is like, eh.
Yeah.
Like, I think it would have been better if Reigns actually eliminated each in turn. Like, he had to eliminate Big Show, and then he eliminated Kane, and then he eliminated Rusev. Or maybe he did more in the Royal Rumble match, but as is, it's kind of eh. Like, I think Reigns is fine. Like, I think if you people have problem with his, like, promos, blame the writing, I believe, because I think he has what it takes. He just needs better material to put it behind him.
True.
So what do we think of Royal Rumble as a whole, then?
Probably weaker than some of the others we've seen so far, though.
Yeah.
In all seriousness. Because
I guess.
it was one of those that, I don't know, it didn't feel like they had as much going behind it.
They really
Yeah.
didn't.
Also, I still have the stream going, and there's WWE Fallout, and oh no, Cena versus Rusev, really? We're building this? Okay.
I
Oh, Jesus.
cut it off before I could hear stupidity.
I love how R-Truth is just kind of like, John. Well then.
So yeah, I think that you could have threw in something else besides a tag team match before we got to the WWE title match because,
Yeah.
Divas match wasn't that interesting. The tag team match was interesting because of Ms. Dow, like it always is. Ms. Dow really does steal the show.
Every time.
Yeah. The other tag team match, I can't think of it at the moment. What was the other tag team match?
Uh,
The Divas tag team match.
I mentioned that one already. Ascension
you
versus New Age Outlaws.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Obviously, that one was forgettable.
Yeah. W title match was decent to good at points. To be honest, I don't care for the whole. However, those are just that comes out of nowhere and wins it because I'm like, really?
Yeah, that's one of those. It's like, okay, you've done this how many times before?
Yeah. It's just like, I'm just gonna come out of nowhere and win this. And I'm just like, stop stealing Cena's gimmick. That's Cena's gimmick. Cena wins matches out of nowhere.
I think what it is for me is it's so textbook.
Yeah.
It's like this one, they were playing everything right by the book. And it's like, really? We can't try to change stuff up a little bit?
Yeah. And I think Reigns is fine as the winner of the Royal Rumble, although the both had problems. Like after a while, the momentum just wasn't there.
Yeah.
And it didn't help that several people in this match were just like, "Why are you here?
I think that was the big thing.
Yeah,
It was
you
a
are.
combination of the two.
Yeah, you are fucking fodder."
Who was fodder?
R-Truth, Curtis Axel, Zack Ryder, Fandango, Tyson Kidd, Stardust, Goldust, Big
That
E.
O'Neil dude.
What?
O'Neil.
Tyson O'Neil? Yeah. Like so many of these people who were in the match, I'm just like, why?
They need to quit going like this. This is just they're wasting it. Why?
Yeah.
Is tough enough still a thing? Guys,
What?
is tough enough still a thing?
It's returning soon.
It is? Okay.
Yes. Although I agree with someone on Twitter, maybe they shouldn't have like shot Reigns up so hard, shot him like to the top so hard. Like I kind of agree with that. Like
If he was planned to win, he should have been there for a little longer.
Well, I mean, besides that, like how he's being billed recently, like he's kind of just been like, "You're straight to the moon." It's like, yeah, I kind of agree with that. If they just took their time with it and let the crowd like fall in love with him, like they do with other wrestlers, like this would have been or turned out better for the crowd. Like honestly, I think Reigns' pick is fine. Got something most people in his position don't have, and that's wrestling ability. I think what he lacks is like charisma and like mic skills, which is something you kind of learn to do for a time, learn over time.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't think it was bad necessarily. I just think it could have been a lot better.
Yes, yeah, it could have been a lot better, especially the Rumble match. It lost its momentum after a while because it had good momentum with like Bubba Ray and like DDP, and then it was like, eh. Like it didn't help that as soon as Daniel Bryan left, crowd was just, nope, we're out.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Fuck that noise. Like it's kind of this is like a normal pay per view for me for WWE. It's like I didn't hate it, but I wouldn't say I like loved it. I'm like there are good things in this pay per view, but then there's tendencies WWE has that's like, why do you do this? No, don't do this. Like put a little bit more in there. Like try a little bit more WWE. You almost got it.
Until they go and biff it again. But yeah.
Yeah. Maybe next year Daniel Bryan will win a Rumble, and then everyone will be happy and we can move on. Maybe. Just maybe. Because I think that's what people really want, is the Bryan to be in a WWE main event and not have to feel like we have to force WWE's hand. I think when that happens, I think the crowd will be like a lot more mellow overall.
Maybe.
I guess there's something else to talk about.
Not really, no. Unless Glock's got anything to add.
I kind of get this feeling that if he's going against Brock Lesnar for the title, he's gonna win it. He's gonna win it, and then Rollins is gonna hop in, take the title, and that's gonna start another rivalry between those two.
Between Reigns and who?
Rollins.
Oh. I could see that.
Because they already have somewhat of a rivalry.
I kind of wish that would be the WrestleMania, because that'd be a really, like, you could get a really good story behind that. Because Reigns and Rollins have not really gotten the chance to face off against each other. It was Ambrose Rollins for the longest time, but we didn't get Reigns Rollins.
Exactly. Rollins and Reigns, they're butting heads because they used to be partners, and then Rollins, decided to betray him. So obviously there's gonna be sparks for fighting there.
Granted, Ambrose Rollins is not even like over yet. It just kind of is like, well, Ambrose is gonna move on because he's got to go face Bray Wyatt. And then
but that's my point, because if that happens with Rollins and Reigns, Ambrose can hop in the middle and it be the original Shield competing against itself, although I think Ambrose and Reigns are going to kind of be more centered towards teaming up with each other against Rollins.
But I think if you got the whole Ambrose Wyatt conflict going on, you're not going to see that happen to that extent.
Yeah.
Either way. I don't know.
It's a decent pay-per-view all around. Not the worst. I've seen worse pay-per-views.
I bet. I really do. I bet on that one. Oh.
like I said, but when it comes to WWE, I know where the problems lie. They lie in the boys behind the scenes. They always have. The guys out in the ring are honestly WWE's got a really great roster. It's just I kind of wish they utilize it better at times, and also make better decisions in terms of booking. Sometimes it feels like you got somewhere here, but you need to be better. Although that's a good point I just saw on Twitter. Since Wyatt got a whole bunch of eliminations this year, he might be winning the Rumble next year. Considering Reigns got a whole lot of eliminations last year, and he won the Rumble this year. So, a decent pay-per-view. Not the worst, not the best, but it's a WWE standard of quality that I've come to expect. So yeah. But we will see you in God, when is Fastlane? I can't remember the date. Fastlane.
I don't know.
Darn it. Right link. It is February 22nd, 2015 at the FedEx Forum in Memphis, Tennessee. That's in like a month-ish.
Wait, it's not just WrestleMania, it's WrestleMania 30.
I'm just gonna move on. I don't know why they're getting rid of the numbers, but okay. Just drop the numbers, because I guess it's just WrestleMania now. The numbers don't matter. The numbers died with the streak. Alright. We'll see you February 22nd for Fastlane, and as we continue on this road to WrestleMania, and maybe Fastlane will really capture the crowd.
Hopefully.
Like I would kind of hope Fastlane is like really good. Like this review decent. I hope Fastlane gets really good, but
Especially seeing as how it's the last one before WrestleMania.
Yeah, I hope. But anyway, for Rock and Tommy, I'm Peace. Good night, everybody. See you then.